Hey, everyone. Welcome. Listen, I have been having the darnest time setting up this live. We're supposed to get started at 1 p.m. And as promised, I wanted to keep my word. But you guys, it just didn't work. Well, you know what? It did work out. And let me tell you what happened. I went live, did the whole live, and guess what happened? No sound. Okay, so you may have saw the video and I'm just moving my mouth, moving, pointing, and all those good things. And I'm like really into it and just really expressing and really giving it to you. But there's no sound. So we are back. Okay, learning how to pivot is very key. And that's something that is very important in domestic violence. This month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It is a heavy subject. It is a deep subject because we know so many people who are experiencing this life, having to go to women's shelters, having to reclaim their life, pick their life back up, or some of them haven't even picked their life back up. They're out there on the streets, homeless, in the hospitals because their significant other has beat them badly and they are fighting for their life. And I want to take this moment, and I honestly don't have the words to say of what I want to do in this moment. We always take moments, when someone has lost their life or anything that's tragic, and we want to remember. And I just want to take this moment to remember. I want to take this moment to send positive vibes only. I want to take this moment to love, to embrace, to encourage, to strengthen every woman who is dealing with this ugly monster. Every woman who is, I'm without words to describe, because this is such a, senseless behavior. And I know from firsthand experience, and I know how embarrassing one can be, how vulnerable it makes a person, how psychologically it plays on a person's way of life. Holistically, it makes you causes depression. It causes you to be hostile. It causes you to be irritable, frustrated, hurt. It causes so many emotional disturbances, de-energizing, emotions, that it's like, how can I pick myself back up from this? How can I find my way? How can I experience that life of more abundance, that life of happiness, of joy? I want joy. You don't want to just be happy. Happiness can be, is dependent upon, but joy is something that is consistent. It is something that is long lasting. It's just something, even when you're not happy, you can just have this sense of joy. And so I was sharing in the live that I did earlier about my journey, my path of having to kick domestic violence butt. And you can too. You can kick domestic violence butt, and you can become victorious. You can become the most influential person that you desire to be. There is a utopian world out there for you. There is a world that is awaiting you. Ask me how I know. There is a world. The reason why I know is because you still have a dream. You still have vision. You still have hope. And that's your future self talking to you. That's your future self telling you that I am waiting on you. I am reaching back and I'm pulling you through this. This is the life that is meant for you. This is the life that you desire to have because you keep dreaming about it. You said, man, I wish. Anybody ever have you said that about yourself in the atmosphere? I wish. Why did I do this? Why did I make this choice? I loved and I thought I loved him, but now I'm in this and I can't get out of it because there are so many more factors that is weighing on your decision to leave or stay. There's so many more factors that you're dealing with, that you're thinking about, that you're having to overcome. And then the outside factors, the inside factors of, well, I didn't finish school, I don't work, and he's taking care of me, or I have these children, and if I leave, then how am I going to be able to support these children on my own? Listen, you can do it. You can make that journey. You can be the successful single mom that you desire to be. Listen to your future self, and not only listening to your future self, guess who's speaking to you as well? I know you probably think, oh, the Lord, I know he's speaking to me, but guess what? Your inner child is speaking to you as well. Your inner child is the child that, had these huge dreams and goals and plans for life, and saying, I want a home with the white picket fence, and I want to be a doctor, I want to be this nurse, I want to be an entertainer, I want to be a singer, I want to be an artist, I want to be an architect, this is my desire, this is my plan, this is who I see myself in the future. And she is still speaking to you because you are still having visions and dreams of a better life. She is still saying, I'm here for you. I'm pushing you. I'm pushing you to your place of purpose. I'm pushing you to your place of destiny. I'm pushing you from this place of, I wish I would have. I'm still dreaming. You are still dreaming. You are still, because I'm still here. I'm still healing you. I'm still hearing you. I did not leave you. And what she wants, nothing more, is to marry you. Marry that inner child. And then your future self is waiting on you. She's showing you all the glamour, the glitz, the glam. She's showing the yumminess. She's showing you the house. She's showing you the car. She's showing you the money. She's showing you the life, your utopian world. She's showing you that you are in a place of peace. You are in a place of resting. You are in a place of ease. You are in a place of loving life and smiling again. You are in a place of feeling joy and not depression. You are in a place of feeling, excited to go forth again, and not feeling embarrassed to make a sound, to make a move, to make a noise because of your oppressor, because of the one that is limited in his ability to see who you are, to see who you really are. And if he sees who you really are, he's jealous of you. He's jealous of your future. He's jealous of your path. He's jealous of your valuableness because he doesn't feel valuable himself. And so what happens? You are in this storm. You are in this storm, and that's what the storm of life. This is your life. This is your world, and you are in this storm, and you're trying to figure out, how can I move forward? I hear my future self. I see where I desire to be. I see where I want to be. I understand that there is so much more for me than here. You're stuck in this place called here. I was stuck in a place called almost. I know about these stuck places. I understand these stuck places. So what are you stuck in? What is causing you to be stuck or to think that you are stuck? As a man thinks, so is he. It's all in your thought. You're really not stuck. You're really not stuck. You're really not stuck. I want you to know that you're really not stuck. You're not. You can move forward. You can go forward. But now you have to figure out what's your I can. That is the next hurdle. Very simple, but it weighs so much once you figure out what's your I can. Ask yourself that. What is my I can? What can I do? How can I move forward? How can I build that nest? How can I grow who I am as a person, even though I am still right here in this home and these things are still happening and I don't have at this moment the extra means to move forward like I want to. So what I had to do, I had to start building a nest. Think like a bird. Sometimes we got to change our way of thinking. Take note of the bird. The Bible says take note of the ant. See how he works. See how he, even though the food or whatever he's picking up can be 10 times bigger than he is. But guess what? He's on a mission, and he takes something that is so much bigger than him, and he moves it one place. He moves it one bite at a time. He goes little by little. And just like a bird, when she's ready to, build her a home and knowing that she's about to have children or whatever the case may be, this is my perspective. Okay. But she finds that place. She finds where she's wanting to nest. She finds finds where she's wanted to set up her home for her children. And so what she does is take a twig and she moves it one twig at a time. She don't try to take the entire thing. She doesn't have to try to take the entire load. She don't try to take she's not looking at the elephant and saying, man, this is too big for me. Does she have anyone else helping her? I don't know. I don't see another bird flying around, two birds flying together, building that nest. Man, I see that one bird. Sometimes it's just one bird flying, building that nest. Is she worried about the other birds and what they're doing and what they're not doing? She has one focus, one goal, and that's building a home, a place of safety, a place of refuge, that utopian world, that place where they can live again, that place where they can grow, that place where they can thrive, that place where they can experience life, that place where she can show them things that she only imagined to show her children and to herself. But she takes one twig at a time. The best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. We try to take, gigantic bites, but one small bite, one bite away, chip away at it. But I don't have that much time. I don't have that much time to do that. I'm feeling anxious. Prepare yourself. Do what you need to do in the amount of time. Put a plan together. Put your escape plan together. Put your life plan together. Put your things that I had to do in my marriage, what I was planning to leave, was I ended up having to go and talk to, the DHS system and let them know, hey, this is what's going on in my home and this is what I need to be done. A closed mouth does not get fed. A closed mouth does not get fed. I just wish that first live anyway, because it was so powerful. And I just prayed that the same energy that God gave me that one during that one, that he will, double the energy for this one. He would double the impact for this live, so that the person who is listening to this, the person that you tag in this, the person that you share this live with, know that there is help. There is a way out. There is an escape. You can kick domestic violence. But you can win. But yet it's still like, you don't know the oppression that I'm under. He tells me if I leave him, he will kill me. He tells me if I leave him, that I won't survive. I won't make it. He will always find me. There's such fear there. I pray against that spirit of fear. I pray for boldness. I pray for courage in your life. I pray that you have the determination and the mind saying that if this kills me, at least I'm dying trying. At least I'm dying trying to find my happiness, pursuing my purpose, pursuing life again. And I'm not dying in this place where it's sucking the life out of me. It's not only just killing me in this instance or in this fashion, but it's sucking the life out of me. So at least I want people to know that I went out with a fight. I didn't sit here in this place and allow the oppression to continue to happen. I made it up in my mind that I am going to leave this place. I am going to pursue. I am going to follow my future self's calling. I'm going to take her by her hand. I'm going to allow my inner child to push me as my future self pulled me. There is a pushing and a pull that is going on. Your inner child is speaking and your future self is speaking. There is no way you can lose. There is no way that you can lose, that you cannot beat, you cannot kick domestic violence, because what domestic violence wants to do is dictate to you your future. Tell you who you are, tell you your worth, tell you what you're capable of doing and what you're able to do. And then it's only manifesting itself in human form, in flesh form. But we're looking at the spirit behind it. It's telling you that you are not worthy of the calling that God has placed on your life to be a woman, first of all. You're not worthy to be a woman. You're not worthy to be beautiful. You're not worthy to be knowledgeable. You're not worthy to advance. You're not worthy to grow, to have a life of abundance. You're not worthy to live in your utopian world. You are not worthy of these things. And that's what domestic violence wants to do. He only wants to stop you and block you from living a life of abundance. Jeremiah 29:11. He don't want you to obtain that, the good that God has laid in store for you. So he brings this physical form to block you, to stop you, to make it look scary a bit, to make you feel like you have to submit to this. You have to submit to this, authority, to this power, to this principality, but you don't. You do not have to. You can kick domestic violence butt. And there are so many who have made that first step and said, you know what? I am not going to stay in this. This is not the life for me. I am not going to be this type of person. Face different colors, feeling torn and broken and confused or lost on the inside, mentally disturbed, messed up, not knowing who to listen to, not even hearing my own voice anymore, not realizing that I have so much more worth. I am not going to be in this space anymore. Listen to your future self. You still dream. You still have purpose. Listen to your inner child. They are there being that guide for you. Even if you can't hear your own self in this moment. Listen to that dream. Look at that dream. Look at that vision. Look at what you've been writing in your diary. Look at the hope that you've been speaking over yourself when you even when you're crying at night. Even when you are feeling at your lowest low, you still find some type of way to say, but I was this. You find some type of way to say, but there is something greater in me. And I want you to listen to that. I want you to allow that to be your champion. Allow your inner champion to win. You have an inner champion. She's waiting. She's rooting. She said, let me be the one to come up to bat for you. Let me be the one to say that I can fight this person for you. I can win. Let me be the one. I remember when I was in my marriage, and there was one day, and I was so done. I was so done. I was so tired. I was so frustrated. It seems like I did not have any help at all. And then not only was I raising the children, and it seemed like I had more than one child. I had to raise him. You know, it was so frustrating. And then on top of experiencing, later on the violence, the domestic violence that wanted to start showing its ugly head. And so I was like, God, now I'm going to go to sleep tonight. And then tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have to find me a doctor, and I'm going to have to get some, I call them happy pills, because this ain't it. If you are God, then be God. I need you to change. I was depressed. I was feeling the chemical changes. I was feeling my mind, slipping, and it was starting to show up in how I appeared. I didn't care about the way I looked. I didn't care about my, I just wore whatever, my clothing and stuff, because I was focused on living. I was trying to survive. I was just strictly in survival mode. I was in survival mode. I was so tired. I was so frustrated with the situation at hand, and I was planning my escape still, but I still had to be in those moments until that door just opened for me. And then there was another instance, because growing up in an apostolic, background, the only way is death do us part. And I meant this with everything within me. I meant this with all my heart. I said, one of us gonna die. And I made it up in my mind that it wasn't going to be me. It was not going to be me. And sometimes we get to that point to where we are like, snap. Somebody is going to die today, because you're so fed up. You're so tired. You're so broken. You are like a cat against the wall, because you are saying, no, I want to live, because you've been listening to your future self, and you've been allowing your inner child to push you. You didn't sit there and you didn't die in it. You didn't allow it to break you and just completely ruin you. And so you said to yourself that somebody is going to die. But then yourself is also telling you you don't care about anything else. You're coming out swinging. You're coming out fighting. And if I have to be in prison, then so be it. That's not what we want for your life. Even though you're listening, you're feeling that I can get out of this, but the way you're getting out of it is still putting you in a place of imprisonment. And that's what we don't want for our life, to be in a place of imprisonment. We want to be in a place of our utopian world. And some of you may think that is my utopian world. If I don't have to stay here, if I don't have to be in this situation, this is totally fine with me. At least I will be free. And you find yourself, some of us are taking drugs and alcohol and, pills, and just to escape your present reality, just to escape and feel numb, and then to still help you to go through everything that you're dealing with, because you're needing a way out. I am here to let you know that there is a way out. You can kick domestic violence. You can kick domestic violence. This is not the life for you. This is not the life that is predestined for you to live. This is not the life that is predestined for you to. This is not your utopian world. This is not your utopian world. If you know any person that is fighting, any person that is struggling, any person that is saying like, somebody's gonna die. You know any person that is trying to dress up their outside, putting on a smile, but yet and still you know that you can sense something isn't right. Let them know that they have a way out. There is help. Let them know that they can make it out. Be that shoulder, be that bridge that they can walk across, even if they have to. And I'm telling you, borrow someone else's faith during this time. Borrow someone else's strength during this time. Sometimes we're just weak. Sometimes we're so just tired and just so broken, and just we don't have the faith ourselves. And it's okay to borrow the faith of someone else. Ask them, how did you do that? How did you get over that? Can you help me? Let me lean on you just a little bit? Let me be my bridge. Let me be the one that I'm needing during this time, because I'm trying to get out, but I don't have the strength to walk through this journey by myself. Can you help me through this? Can I lean on your faith? Can I see the way you see me through your lenses? Can I borrow your lenses for the moment? Because I cannot see. My perspective is a little dim right now. I have this, this cloud blurriness about myself where I cannot see as clearly as I want to, but you see me. You see the me that I want to see. You see the me that I want to see. And I need to borrow the way that you see me so that I can tell myself that I'm worth more than this. I need to be my own type of family. Build your wall. Build the hedge around you. Build the family. Create your family plan. Tell yourself how you want your family to be. Create your own utopian world. And everything else that is not in alignment with your utopian world, listen, something has to go. Something has to go. If your utopian world is not one of abusive talk, if your utopian world is not one of mental, anguish and spiritual abuse and physical abuse, emotional abuse, then something has to leave. Something there they can't stay. It cannot stay. I have to tell myself, my children and my siblings, I speak this to them still to this day, that we are a family who win. And every person that wants to be in alignment with being a winning family, come on, this is our community. But every person, every object, everything that does not want to be in alignment with this, then it can't stay here. You cannot be here. We can't belong. We can't walk together like this. We can't be in an agreement like this. And if you want something other than a home, other than a life of peace and love and joy and all these things, then this is not the place for you. This is not. So build your utopian world. Tell yourself what you want out of life. Begin to plan your journey. Begin to plan who you are. Write it down. Write it in your diary. Write your family vision, your family brand, your family values, and affirmations. You can kick domestic violence butt, and as long as you continue to tell yourself repeat these things to yourself, I have to tell myself daily, we are a family who win. We are a family who win. When we're faced with whatever, where we're going through whatever, we're a family who win. And I have to be my own type of family. Be your own type of family. Everybody have maybe an aunt in their family they just love. Like, man, I wish I could be like that. I want to be that aunt. I wish I could be, man, I wish I had that type of aunt. Be your own type of aunt. Be your own type of, I wish I had that type of mother. Be your own type of mother. Be your own type of sister. Be your own type of friend. Encourage you, because first charity starts at home. Then you'll be able to pour out into your children and help your children move from a healed to a whole place and find their utopian world and understand that they're going to be okay, that this is only temporary and we're moving into our utopian world, into our utopian place. It is okay to build a hedge of protection around you. Empower yourself. Start taking classes. Start learning a language. Start learning, just gaining the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding that you are in need of this is you taking that building the nest. You remember? Build your nest one twig at a time. One twig at a time. And your purpose is, this is my utopia. This is my house. This is my finances. This is my vacation. This is my this. This is what I'm planning for. This is this. So every twig that you're moving to another location, it has a purpose. It has an assignment. It's just not a twig of inconvenience. It's not just a twig that I'm trying to leave, and not understand. Now I done got this next. Then what I'm going to do with this? No, you are building. You are building your utopian world. You're building your world that your future self says that belongs to you, that she is there waiting on you. That car that you want, this is what this is for. That home that you want, this is what this is for. That career that you desire, this is what this is for. So every twig that you move has an assignment. It's not just a twig just to show how strong you are. It's not just a twig just to show how determined you are. It's not just a twig just to prove to them that, oh, I got this. I could be the single mom. I could be the independent. No, this is a twig of reclaiming your life. This is a twig of reclaiming your health. This is a twig of reclaiming your mental capability, your mental stability. This is a twig saying that I shall live and not die. This is what this twig is for. It's not to say that I am hero. I am Shiro, hear me war. This is not what the twig, this is not what you're building. This is not what the nest is for. This is a nest because you are reclaiming your life of abundance. This is your abundant place. And when you look at that nest and see like, man, I had to deal with his talking, but listen, look at my home. Look at what I'm building. I have this education. I have this money in the bank. I have this support system. I have this group. I have this career. Even though I had to deal with A, B, and C from him, but I have this that I'm okay. You can keep your noise, you can keep talking, you can keep doing what you're doing, and you'll be strong enough to even speak back to, even if he want to lay his hands on you. You will be strong. Go to the gym and start working out. Oh baby, these muscles I'm building here, because if you want to fight, I'm going to be strong enough to fight back. My Lord, today, this is what you are building. With every twig that you are moving, you are building your muscles to fight back. You can kick domestic violence. You can kick domestic violence. You can. You have to empower yourself. You have to strengthen yourself. You have to listen to your future self and to your inner child. Allow them to be the push and the pull that you are in need of today. Allow that. Allow them to push and pull you out of that stuck place. You can't do it by yourself, but you have two that is there helping you. They say three people: your future self, you, and your inner child. Y'all are working together. Allow them to be who you need them to be in this moment. Lean on them. Lean on them. Lean on your future self. Lean on your inner child. Write the vision. Write your purpose. Write your plan. Write your hopes. Write your aspirations. Write your dreams. Write down how you see your children's future. If it's not filled with the world of, like, my eye is black, I'm feeling depressed, I'm feeling this, I don't deserve to be here, everybody is against me, there is no one for me, if you're feeling yucky on the inside, feeling like I need some pills, I need to get a drink, I need to smoke this, I need to do this, I need to, whatever the case may be, then you are not operating in your utopian self. Okay? So that is not who you want to be. That's not who you desire to be. So you can kick domestic violence, but you can kick domestic violence, but if you need any more help, and I want to leave this domestic violence, this helpline, because help is available. Help is available. You don't have to go through this by yourself. You don't have to be in this place by yourself. You can reach out to me. You can DM me. But here's a line that you can also call, 800-799-7233. Or you can text START to 88788. Start building your nest. And don't let it be from a place of, I am Shiro, hear me war. Let it be from a place of, I'm reclaiming my life today. I understand my I can. And what's my I can today is moving one twig at a time. One twig at a time. One twig at a time. I had to change the way my clothing. I was so, and my clothing started to reflect how I was feeling on the inside and didn't care. And I'm like, I'm tired. I'm just trying to make it from day to day. That's it. I'm trying to think this through. I'm planning I had to change my mindset. I had to change the way I felt about myself. I had to start loving me again. I had to start, embracing me again. So start embracing you again. That's your first twig. Embrace you. What's your I can in this moment? I even started listening to Les Brown. And I began to write on my mirror things that Les Brown said to repeat to yourself. And I had to borrow. This is me borrowing his faith, borrowing his affirmations, borrowing what he had to tell himself. Borrowing so that I can know, yes, I can. Borrowing that I can make it through this. I can move over this. I can live through this. I can move past this. I had to borrow. That's how you borrow someone else's faith, even if they're not directly connected with you. Listen to the Lisa Nichols. Listen to the Ayanna Van Zants. Listen to those that have been in these hard situations, but they are saying, these are the steps that I took. And this is the words that I had to speak to myself. Lisa Nichols told her son that she said when he was a baby and she had to wrap her baby up in a towel because she didn't have money to get diapers. She told him as she was wrapping that baby up as Jaylani in a towel, she told him, we would never be this broke. Mommy would never be this broke or this broken again. Now she's a multimillionaire. Borrow the lenses of someone else so you can see clearly than through your own lens. This is it. This is all I have for you. My name is Kristy Angelee, the successful Titan single mom, transformative speaker, biblical business growth strategist, and personal chef. I empower BIPOC single mothers to reclaim their life. I love you all. Have a blessed and wonderful Wednesday.